welcome back to the Leap Stories, and my guest today is John Vallas.
Hi.
Yeah, I did it well, right? Thank you for being with us, John.
Thank you.
And my question number one to you goes, could you tell us a little bit more to these guys, more about yourself, who you are, what you do, in your own definition, really?
Yeah, so my name's John Vallas. I'm currently based out of San Diego, California. I really don't like using the words entrepreneur or serial entrepreneur, but I own a fitness facility in San Diego. I have a real estate company. I manage two nonprofit organizations, both local organizations in San Diego that do community improvement work. And I'm currently working on two different digital platforms, moving into the digital space.
Oh wow, seems like you're a busy man.
I would be active.
Could you tell us a little bit more about what really triggered the interest into going into entrepreneurship in the first place, or if you could take us a little bit back into your childhood, really?
Sure. So I was always looking for ways to make money. My family didn't really have a lot of money, so I was the kid in middle school in 6th grade that before going to get on the bus in the morning, I would run to the gas station across the street from the bus stop, and I would buy blow pops for 10 cents. And then I would get on the bus and sell them on the bus and at school for 25 cents. And I even one year I funded a summer vacation to Topsail Island, North Carolina, which is where my family is now. And I just always figured, I had a drive to want to create and make money for myself. And so even, after that, I ended up homeless. I was away from home at 14 and living in shelters and everything like that. Eventually got through high school, went to the military and did that, but always had this drive. I just had a burning desire in my heart to want to start companies and be this creator of business.
Yeah. And how did you mentioned so that you own a fitness facility and a real estate company. How did you find yourself in that field specifically?
Yeah, so
what triggered that?
Well, I love to collaborate. So a lot of ideas or businesses that I've started or come across have been through collaborations. Okay. So I was in the military, just transitioning out. I had a new baby, and I was really worried about money. I was so stressed out about money, and I'm looking for a job. I was going on these interviews with the Department of the Navy and or a civilian contractor, or just anything I could go and do these interviews, and nothing felt right. And I remember this moment. It's the moment that changed my life. It's why I'm here now. And I was going through my job search. I was trying to be organized, and I'm going through all my job search paperwork, sitting I remember the moment so clearly. I was sitting on the floor, the sunlight was coming in the room, I'm sitting in front of the filing cabinet and I'm thumbing through my papers, and I ran across a piece of paper that I'd written some years ago, and it was everything I was passionate about. Just a full list, all the things that you can think of. I love to run, I love to be eat good food and be with my friends and share time with my family, and really good coffee and being by the beach and surfing and just breathing in the ocean air. I just had this full list of everything I could think of, and I ran across this list, and I just remember that moment so clearly. I could taste it. I could still taste it. And that moment of looking at that piece of paper, I just remember thinking, you know what, forget about the money. What if I just do this? What if I just do what I'm passionate about? And it shifted the way that I looked at the world. I started to look, instead of looking for a job, I started looking for things that were in alignment with what I was passionate about. And it changed everything. And then I ran across this little failed cafe right next to the beach where I could spend time with my family and drink coffee all day. I'm like a coffee, I love coffee. Drink coffee all day, talk story, go, during my lunch break and surf, and I'm breathing in the ocean air, everything. This was it. The place was a mess, but I could not get away from it. And with almost no money in November 2011, I bought this cafe with a crazy deal. By February of 2012, I was completely out of money. There was a moment, the SDG&E, the electric company, was at the restaurant trying to shut off the power. Oh, wow. Shut me down, literally shut the cafe down. and I was on the phone with them, and I remember making a deal saying, can I pay $20 a day to just, I'll just pay $20 a day, just, you know, don't shut the power off. And from that point forward, it just started to click. This was in alignment with my passion. I couldn't give up. I was like, it was like not in me to give up for this. And then that led me to starting this whole coffee roasting company. I ended up in the jungles of Mexico buying coffee from farmers. Then I had these restaurants, and the company expanded. And that's how I got to where I am today, and just having the energy and sticking with the passion was going back to that.
Wow. I would like to know though, how do you define, or what's leap for you? What does that mean for you?
Yeah, so you know, and that's why I love that you guys are allowing people to share the story, allowing me to share the story. That moment, taking that leap, you know, and just to visualize it, it's kind of like having one foot on one. I visualize a leap as being this opportunity between two cliffs, and you can either have one foot on one side, one foot on the other, but those cliffs they're moving away from each other, and it's either jump one way or stay with what you know, stay with what's
no backup plan.
But once you jump, there's no backup. You have to. You can't go back. You can't have a back door. You can't have a plan B. Every time I've always done something where it's been, okay, well, we're gonna try this, but you know, maybe we're gonna hold on to something. You know, we're gonna hold on to that PR company, but we're gonna try this PR company. It never works. It's taking the leap. It's having faith in people, and it's taking the leap and just jumping after this. I had no money, I had a baby, and then against everybody telling me I needed to go get a job, I needed to have benefits, I went after this little tiny failed business in San Diego, California, and just followed what was in alignment with my passion. And I always go back to that. That's kind of like it's like my guiding star is just checking in, making sure it's something that I'm passionate about, and then taking that leap and just not having a backup plan.
Wow. If you were to recall one of those leap scenarios, one of the leap stories, what could be that one or two lessons that you took away from that moment and it still carries you today or fuels you today and the future? I know you touched upon it, but if there's anything you would like to add for the guys,
great. So it's, you know, when I feel something is in alignment with what I'm passionate about, I still have that piece of paper. I still look at that list and bounce what I'm doing. I'm looking at that list and I'm looking at it. I'm saying and asking the question: is this in alignment with what I'm passionate about? And every time I've done that and it doesn't feel right, I know it starts to like. I can feel it. It almost feels dirty.
Like tightening?
Yeah. If something is in alignment with what I'm passionate about, I feel energized. I don't want to give up. I'm like coming up with creative ways to come up with solutions to constraints. I'm finding people that have answers. I am just it's like something I can't stop thinking about. When it's in alignment with what I'm passionate about, it feels it's like it's in a flow. It's in alignment. So I always go back to that. I always check in and just
it's a fairly simple question. It's like, it's what am I passionate about, right?
Yeah.
So
it's really,
here you
really
go, guys.
that simple.
Yeah, you just need to listen, I guess, and then act upon it, right?
Yeah.
Thank you so much, John, for
Thank
sharing.
you.
Thank you guys for watching. Until the next Leap story from Barcelona. Besos. Bye.